Have you ever wondered why Halo Infinite runs so bad on your PC and how other games you're getting like 50 to 60 FPS more? Well, it's because recently in Forge, people have found that there are huge unplayable areas in every single map in Halo Infinite that has fully loaded geometry, high poly models, game-ready assets that have just been blocked off by windows, doors, fences, stuff like that. And look, this map, Livefire, has a huge amount of content that is just blocked off by doorways or ladders have been removed to get there or whatever you may have been able to, use to get there. Huge unplayable areas like this. There's just so much stuff in here. And if we go and check out Aquarius as well. Look, all of this has geometry. You can shoot it. You can't go through there. Like, you can walk along the floor, everything. Look at all of this. Like, all this lighting, all this volumetric lighting and stuff that exists in here, this is super intense on a video game. As a game developer myself, I've only been doing this for like a year and a half to 2 years, but I know how costly this is on a machine. I don't understand. Now, the thing is, it was revealed not long ago that 343 basically outsourced like the majority of the multiplayer maps. So 343 didn't even make these maps. It was outsourced to a Russian company. What I think is that the Russian company has made this in a way that 343 really doesn't know how to amend. Like, the people who work at 343, maybe they don't have all the right files, that they didn't get sent over, or the source files properly or something, or they just don't know the program it was made in, or whatever. Because with someone with decent game dev experience can remove these parts and rebuild the map to be more performance friendly, but they haven't done. So either one, they don't have a clue what they're doing, and they've just blocked off these areas that are taking up loads of performance with doors, windows, walls, whatever, all these like forgeable pieces or just asset pack pieces that you can buy. Again, streets has got loads as well. Just blocked off by a gate. Huge playable area. So as I said, yeah, either 343 doesn't know how, or 343 does know how, and they just made these maps smaller for 4v4 content. And what they're going to do is release these as 6v6 to 8v8 maps in the future, and they're just hiding it all from us. 343 could very, very easily just release an update in a week's time that removes all these pieces blocking all these accessible areas, and we'd have like 5 more maps in the game essentially. But they're not doing. Look at all this. This is insane to me. Like, the amount of unplayable areas in a game like this probably make up the geometry inside the playable area in the game. So if you're somebody who's getting 75 FPS in Halo Infinite right now, if 343 removed all this extra geometry, you'd probably be getting like 110 to 120 FPS in this game. There's also a Spartan model in here that moves when you hit it. Like, why is this here? Why was this not removed? I don't... It's so weird to me. This channel, T68, credit to this guy or girl or whoever. Huge amount of cut areas from maps. Behemoth has a big amount as well. Just taking a quick look at this one before we end this video. Apparently it looks like there was a plan to be able to go underneath the map, and again, the lighting in here, like all these light sources, how dark it is in here, this takes up a huge amount of performance. When you set your game on Halo Infinite to allow screen space reflections, like that's cutting your FPS in like half if you're on high settings. And all of this is why. I don't get it. Just make 2 versions of the map. Make 2 versions of the map where one, you delete all this crap, and people's PCs will handle the game so much better. And then add these versions back in for 6v6 or big team. But there's so much here. It looks like the plan was to be able to, go through these corridors and stuff, which I admit is weird for gameplay. These corridors are huge. But it was there. So just yeah, huge amounts of content that was that was cut. Um, I think there's one more, but doesn't look like I can find. Maybe not. Maybe that's it. Actually, yeah. So Behemoth, launch site, streets, um, Live Fire, and Aquarius. That's 5 maps. I don't think there's been any BTB maps that have been shown to have unplayable areas. Looks like it's just the 4v4 maps. Um, so yeah, what I'm hoping for is that they do know how to fix all of this. And then in the future, they do make 2 variants. And we have one for 4v4, and they bring these ones back with all this extra stuff for big team. Yeah. But the fact that they haven't done it yet is weird to me. Like, either way, it's a lose-lose situation for 343. They either do know how to do it and they get slandered for having all this cut content which is actually accessible and they've been hiding it from us, or they don't know how to remove all that geometry and they've got a really, performance stealing game on their hands that they don't know how to fix. So just thought I'd make a video on this because I find these really cool. Again, props to T68. Go and watch out the We'll go and watch the original videos, and I guess watch out for more videos from him because he's been doing loads of Forge stuff. Can't wait for Forge myself. I think that'll get me back into Halo for a bit because it looks super detailed. It's basically a game engine. Yeah, that's it. All right, see you.